So he looks surprised and isn't. Well, I'm also from this city, and I just don't see me leaving it. I like this city, and I am not going to abandon it, and my family is here too.
Well, not slightly. Yes. So the same reasons as myself, you would say.
I suppose.
And if when we save your father, because I do think we should, he asks you to come with him to a distant land, where he has money and a place, to live safely, happily, far away from all this death.
There is one thing I fear, and that is, of course, if he wants that, because I am the only heir to the Flores family. So I certainly do fear meeting my father. But I can't do that. I can't run from all this.
Why not?
I feel I have a responsibility to it. If I don't do it, who will?
I see. Cemeterian, then. Very well. So, yes, thank you for your answers. It's good to hear it.
Well, we are we're not really common people. We have skills and abilities that normal people can only dream of. I think it is somewhat in our responsibility to do so, as Zoe pointed out. If not us, then who?
Riff will chuckle at that and say, well, we have an entire district dedicated to people like myself. Zoe is a bit more special with her power, but there is a whole district of people with the same powers that I do.
Lenses, and yet none of them have done anything to stop the plague. Quite the opposite. A few of them created it.
Indeed. And when such power is squandered or not used for good, then what good is it? Power itself is not an end, it is a mean. And how you use power is the most important thing, is it not?
Well, not indeed. No power is directly evil. At least, almost none. It is what we make it do, what we set it to work towards. At least that's what I have to believe.
I agree.
So if my father commands me to go with him to some distant place, I really need your support.
I don't think he will be in a position to command anyone.
He's the head of the family.
Yes, I am, however, the Lord Mayor of Northside, and I believe that a Lord Mayor title is still greater than a banker. You're under my jurisdiction, technically.
Riff does chuckle at that.
I suppose.
On that note, that whole thing does have the addition that I'm responsible, not just for keeping my family and all of you safe, but for keeping everyone in this district safe. It is a burden that I have chosen to bear so that none of you had to. Although perhaps in the future, when the burden lightens, so I could give it away to someone who is perhaps more skilled at what it requires. You might have noticed that I have drawn upon your words, your charismatic abilities in quite a few instances over the past year.
I suppose.
So perhaps when some of this is over, when things still down a bit, when we can have the quiet enough to have an election, I might step down, allow you to take my place. I could continue as the mayor, but I must admit that I do not inspire the kind of loyalty that you would want. I do the economics. I'm good with books. I'm good with learning. I'm good with numbers. I'm good with alchemy and business. But I do not inspire much. I'm not blessed with such an ability. I'm no leader.
Zoe smiles and nods and says, I'll be honored to do that.
If you want, of course. I will not push anything upon you. But I do believe having the image of someone clean, white, who have never harmed anyone at all, will be a good image for Northside. It will be a good thing to have in the forefront. And of course I will be here in the shadows, supporting you from this place and perhaps others around the city. So I have come to enjoy some of the council meetings. I have forged, if not friendships, then at least friendly relations with some of the other Lord Mayors. Perhaps moving to one of the other districts, studying a bit fresh. I don't know. Opening another store, perhaps. Expanding. What I want to do after this Lord Mayor term, if you will, runs out, I'm not sure. I suppose we'll have to see how things are at that point.
I mean, the preferable thing would be, of course, that the Empress discovers the king, kills him off, and everything goes back to normal, yes?
That's, I suppose, but then suddenly the loyalists will be the ones destabilizing things. It seems that there will always be some group fighting to hurt and gain control and power.
It is one thing, Laurel, to fight against injustice and evil when you find it. It is another to stop it from existing. I am not sure you can do the latter.
Jake said no, most likely not. As I've tried to eliminate crime, and it has worked in some ways, it seems that deterrence is not a completely perfect way to handle things.
Indeed not. I am sure that there are people in this district who think of you a tyrant, for instance.
Sadly, I'm sure you're right. Perhaps they would not be able to say the same about Zoe. Although I have
Raphael
managed
looks
to
at Zoe.
clean up some of the looting and the like. Hopefully the people who are the most innocent are the most protected.
Indeed.
Zoe will for a minute look surprised. And says, well, that's weird.
What?
I can almost see the bar from here.
Rip
Looks
up.
confused a bit. It says yes. Well,
Riff looks up and says, wait, you can see the bar from here?
Almost. Zoe walks here.
What?
I can see it completely clear from here.
What are you on about?
Riff frowns and says, wait, how can you see it from there when...
Has your eyesight gotten better suddenly? Raphael looks down at the sausages he made.
Like, that's
Scratches his head.
incredible. If you can.
Well, I can.
But then how?
So he shrugs, and I can still see in darkness, so... It's not that my vision has turned to normal, but I can see further now.
what is this? We can't see the bar because it's behind a wall.
Oh, I didn't know there was a wall, but you know
X-ray vision.
what I'm...
She can see the signs now.
She can see
Oh,
this.
right.
You can see the sign, yeah. I didn't know there was a wall.
There's a big sign saying bar.
There's a big sign. It would be fun if she was the only one who has seen that.
There's a bar?
That's
Or
why,
just kitchen.
that's why everyone's confused.
Well, my vision has become better, and I can see further in now than before. You can tell she's smiling because now she can see us. Now she can see us just as far as all of you.
Not
And
quite.
Not quite. Almost.
We can see pretty much unlimited as long as
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
light.
just
Well,
we can see the lighthouse from like the.
See the turning of the earth.
so you can see in darkness.
Hmm.
That is certainly true.
I can make my arms longer than you are tall.
And
I can
Nairu
sprout
can
two
fly.
pairs of silvery rings. I mean,
I can stab
Good
things really well.
well,
Bible.
regardless, he sort of wipes his mouth with a handkerchief. I believe we should set out. The sooner we can find Zoe's father, the better. He should be coming home soon, yes?
So he nods and looks nervous.
Riff looks to
Do you
Laura.
remember the date?
What's up, Riff?
Yeah, Riff will look to Laura and say, well, what about your thing that you haven't explained properly either?
This is my thing.
That you wanted to do?
I simply wanted to ask you why you were still here.
Oh. She shrugs and says, yeah, then let's go look for Zoe's dad.
I have things of my own to deal with as well, but none that really take priority over a man's life.
Then I suppose we get our things together and we get moving. The sooner we can intercept him, the better.
Yes. Do we know what date he was supposed to be home? He will likely enter the city at that point. Hopefully we can be there a few days before, meeting him on the road. Escorting him the rest of the way.
Are we absolutely sure he's using the road and not coming by boat, for instance?
Yeah, just showing up right into the docks.
I think he was upland, or... Then he would be coming from the south, presumably. He looks as though it is just the intel we have. I might be wrong.
Dark?
Zoe knows he's definitely coming on the South Road, and he is supposedly arriving today.
Oh wow, we should be like running there right now.
Taxi!
Like, so when is it? How long do we have to prepare?
Well, how long does you think we have?
You don't know, but he's arriving today.
He's been like traveling for 3 months, so it could be any point.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I was thinking like maybe a week, 2 weeks. Just looking at her.
No, she doesn't know. He will arrive today.
Sort of eyes grow a little wide. Just. I see. Well, I suppose there's no time to lose.
Just
I
starts
suppose.
walking, and then kind of looks around and goes, "Wait, where's the exit for the South Road?"
Is it this one?
Just grab your things. We'll go through the labyrinth. I can show you the nearest one.
Riff just looks around and is like, "Oh, I don't have any things."
I'm a hobo.
I have a bag of holding. That's it. Like everything's in there.
Bag of hobo.
Bag of hobo type 1.
So, yeah, what do you do?
We travel.
Out. Grab our horses and ride.
Gather your party before venturing forth. You must
Yeah.
gather.
I select Garrus and Miranda.
You've been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Oh, damn it. Wisdom is only possessed by the learned.
All right, Lord Master Joe. Calm down. All right, to the South Road. Away.
I'm not very learned.
I know, that's why you don't possess wisdom.
Or is learned, but that does not give wisdom.
Well, then the keeper in Candlekeep was wrong.
Anyway, to the answer to your question, to the South Road.
Which South Road?
Well, the main one,
the one
obviously.
where he's coming in from.
Like, first we go out here, we go to the Lord Mayor's mansion.
We're looking for the treasure. Well, where do you go? Where the treasure is. Oh.
No, we go to the Lord Mayor's mansion. We get our horses. We
Okay.
ride to this road here.
I haven't loaded. I don't know which road.
So there's your horses.
Because that is obviously the road you enter from the south. I mean, who would go through this one? Look at the crazy path you would have to take, like, then you have to go up here and down there, and then down there, and then through this thing, and then up through north side. You kind
Maybe
of
we should
want to
set
go
people at
here,
all-
and then, like, avoid north side by going along
Yeah.
this road, I think.
Do we camp like out here, like way out?
I don't think we
Well,
can.
hang on.
Yeah, I
No,
think we
this
ride
road
out
looks,
that way.
This
We
road
meet
looks
them.
way busier.
What?
Yeah, that's like the main entrance, that main area.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the gate district too.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
here
he's
is the
coming
big
from
area.
the south road. That is the gate district.
So are we just gonna like set up like a
I think we're gonna
small
ride,
village
actually.
of tents here? Just
No,
Like,
we're
perhaps
gonna
just here.
ride that way and meet
Well,
him.
I mean-
know what road he's coming from.
Dark.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to follow it, right?
I would say that he would probably ride in a
Carriage?
carriage, and there would probably be a banner of her sigil
Let's
on
get
it.
one of those too.
That's true.
Does Zoe have a picture of said sigil
Oh, I know what we do. We
for
get
Nairu?
on our
Mm,
horses.
she
guys.
does. She has her ring with
You
the
can think
sigil
that
on.
rings, you can stamp. You can make a stamp of it.
Yeah,
Quite
she does
easily.
have a stamp.
And in that
She has a
case,
stamp ring.
That's
Then-
Laurel's horse.
Yeah, I know.
Riff will tell Nairu to look out for this symbol and get him to fly up high ahead to look.
So where are you sending Nairu?
Generally up, so that he can see this road. It was my pointer not working. There we go. That road, all the way, kind of along here if he
I
can.
don't like. I don't really see a point to that. I think he's gonna be from this road, right?
Depends.
And we
why
just
don't-
ride
Oh.
south from this road until we meet him. And of course, we're gonna carry a banner with Zoe's house signal on it, and with the
Really?
Lord Mayor of Northside on it, of Northside's sigil on it. I mean, we need to get this guy's attention, and
Okay.
his house and the Northside Lord Mayor symbol will most likely get that right.
Yeah, but
Also, very much show who we are.
but it could also save us a lot of time because who knows? He could just be coming from this one, and
Yeah, send
we
Nairu
just
out,
go
scout.
along and then.
He might have
Yeah,
changed his plans, but
The point is give us a scouting area, the exact area you want to
Yeah.
search. Then.
These two roads primarily.
Okay.
away.
Isn't this a road?
It is a road.
I'm sure
Oh,
it's not this one.
We ride out of
That's
the map.
what I'm
guys.
worried
But that's
about
that's
as well.
that's the west road though.
Okay.
But then
Yeah,
does that
because
exclusively
there is a forest in between these two
Yeah.
roads.
Oh yeah.
The south
Oh,
would
okay.
be coalescing. There's all these roads I mentioned through the fields, right? But they probably go into a big main road, like the one up here, further down.
Yeah, and it eventually meets into the South Arc Road, which then follows the way west.
So if we can get there, I mean it's still morning. We just ate. If we can get there in decent time, we should be able to meet him at the large main road.
Yeah, what
Then we
time-
don't have to worry about all this.
Yeah, what time would you say it is right now?
Well,
5 in the morning.
It's a crack of dawn.
It's the crack of dawn and we're out on our horses.
It's quite chilly this morning.
Yeah, it's the
That's
beginning of
fun.
autumn, you know?
I think it's actually the beginning of winter, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's very late autumn.
I got
It's
winter
like-
clothes.
Raphael is wrapped in his cloak, looking a bit cold and miserable.
You
Oh,
stand,
He's from warmer climates than this.
you stand around and wait for a while.
Lord Mayor's furs,
Oh yeah, you
that
have,
fur coat and everything,
have
Well,
a fish's fur coat.
long cape. It's
So
like
as you're
black
waiting
silk
around, can I have
with
perception checks from everyone but Nairu?
Everyone but Nairu. Aww.
Get to see anything because Naira isn't there.
What the hell am I
Oh, I,
supposed
talk
to
to
do?
me
missed the
through-
caravan.
Silly Nairu.
Well,
Job boy.
Pollard,
Raphael.
Raphael, as you're around, you can't tell symbols out. You do see a carriage move on this road.
On what
What
road?
road?
That road?
The main road, I think.
Ah.
Main
That
road.
over there.
There
Am I
it
Where's-
is.
Is my mark showing up now?
Yeah.
Where-
Alright,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's there.
Okay.
How
Alright.
how flat is this field?
Mostly flat. You've got a bunch of wheat in the way.
What about...
Horses
like,
don't worry about wheat.
does Raphael and Bollard tell Riff this? Because he
Yeah.
could just tell Nairu through...
Yeah, Raphael will
That
point
makes
and says,
sense.
"This seems
You
to
see,
be a
he's not-
carriage over there."
You
Can't
can't
carry
talk,
banners and
you
stuff.
can't talk telepathic with Nairu.
Well, you know, you have a sense of direction, do you not?
No, you have a sense of emotion.
You have emotion.
There's no emotion for go there.
You have no Nairo physically cannot tell you there's something coming because does not know how. So you have to come back to you.
Raphael would point it out for sure.
Well, let's
Yeah,
change
and
direction then. We should be able to catch up with them. They're probably not going at breakneck speed.
Yeah, we're like, they're
We
just
are,
traveling, and we're like,
Kind of give me an idea. Are you like trotting along? Are you
No,
galloping?
no, we're galloping.
We're
Practically galloping, yeah. You know, we're going
Whoever
ahead.
this person's house is might have a rude waking me up early in the morning.
Yeah,
You
good
walk. You
morning.
walk. You walk past the old farm manor.
Who owns that?
You're not entirely sure. You'd have to check the journal, the ledger.
Old man Grump
Me.
owns it.
But you do know whoever owns that one controls like all these fields down here.
If we charge, we can move double speed.
The Grump family
if
is.
we run, we can move 5 times.
Then you
Oh,
go.
yeah, 5 times running then.
Maybe we
No,
got
I don't think.
past.
I don't think these horses have run. Do they? The feet.
Do they?
course they do.
I figured they
All
would
horses
automatically.
do
Yeah,
right?
they
actually.
do,
All
yeah.
horses have endurance and run.
Yeah.
Okay, if they have run, then they go 5 times. Yes.
Because horses are really good at running,
Yeah,
amazingly
we should be
enough.
fine.
Except
Anyway,
if you have heavy
so
armor.
you really more. You actually catch them basically right here, right before the enter the gate.
Oh wow.
Okay, I suppose then as we get close, we should bring up the
Basically, as you approach, they basically turn around and see
we
see
should
their
bring
own
up the
banner.
banners, right?
They see their own banner approaching them.
Yeah, well, Laurel is carrying, House Arkenbrack, temporary noble house.
I suppose
Because this guy
that-
probably doesn't know except for I imagine it's like the north side symbol, and then kind of like a colonial flag in the corner. There's sort of a smaller one, like a
Mhm.
I don't even know what it would like.
Well, it's like the banner on north
a
side.
scarab, I guess. Yeah, the
I,
banner of north side, basically.
I would imagine that Nairu would have come down after seeing us gallop off at full
But
speed,
Nairo
right?
came down and then spoke to you in your cryptic language that hey, I saw a caravan.
Okay.
And it's not even them, and we're like, so carry on. Now there's someone on the other side. Oh,
They
God,
stop.
fuck no.
They stop as you approach within about a few hundred feet.
guys, I just noticed that there was a road right here.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Uh-huh.
Wait, where?
We told
Yeah, I
you.
totally
right
knew
at the,
that.
there's the red thing on top of it, so it's really hard to see.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was zoomed out too far, I didn't see it.
The outer
Alright.
road.
You have to go through Rur and then down here and then up there and then you can just go straight. But hey, whatever.
yeah.
Okay,
Whatever.
so-
Yeah, you
Like-
so you reach behind it, and as you're a few hundred feet away, you are able to see that is House Flores' symbol,
Oh, good.
and
The stash of weapons.
and
there blood
a,
anywhere?
and a literal ton of guards.
A literal
good.
tongue.
Yay.
Fantastic.
It's
Well,
like
right.
12 of them, maybe?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, if each guard weighs like 200 odd pounds, then we only need
can
10
take
of
'em.
them.
We can
Yeah,
take
we
'em.
can take 10 guards.
Definitely.
If we just stand 100 feet away and start, I can shoot them.
We're not gonna shoot at them.
I could actually shoot them.
Deploy the weapon.
Deploy
Well,
the fireball.
regardless,
Go!
I think Zoe and Laurel should probably ride up first. Maybe Laurel in the front.
No, maybe
I-
it would be.
Hard
I
way,
can-
guys.
Wait, I can imagine Bollard being a little bit further behind because he's heavier. His horse is gonna struggle to carry all of that weight.
Are you trying to tell me I'm overweight? Do you
I'm
want
trying
to
to
do
say
that?
that all of your armor
think-
is
I
over.
think
Is that
it
a
would-
smart idea? Well, I don't
I
wear that
think-
much armor.
I
Can
think it
you-
would be better if we maybe dismounted. You know.
Well,
I'm
not
only
right
wearing a
now.
scarf.
We're riding
No,
fast.
no, if-
Besides, we look so much more majestic, sitting on top of thing,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a banner in hand.
Uh huh.
Which
Well,
individuals
but-
have the banners?
Can Bollard carry Laurel's banner?
Sure.
The Lord Mayor can't really carry his own banner.
Yeah. Plus, Ballard is basically your bodyguard.
Rivlin, will you carry
We
my
have to,
banner?
be slightly behind.
Riff will have your banner kind of squished in the stirrup with her shoe, and so she doesn't actually have to hold it because that's effort. She's
You
just
made
kind of
banner up. Clearly.
she's just kind of keeping it in the right position.
Isn't that what Riff would do? Just mage hand the banner.
If it's light enough, she definitely would.
Empowered mage hand, go.
Oh, Jesus. Well, so I will dismount and walk forward and curtsy and say, "Father."
As you first approach, they have their swords drawn, suspicious. As your father sees you, he seems to dismiss them to at ease.
As we ride up, Laurel will also dismount.
Hello, Father.
Zoe, it's been a while.
It has.
It seems things have been treating you well. Gesturing to everything behind.
Riff will get off and mage hand along, walking towards them.
She nods and. I suppose.
Let's not ruin those damn guards.
Hey, look at all those guards looking at us.
Oh, we could take him.
Laurel with his silvery hooves. Well, I guess that's currently hidden by the long sort of furs he's wearing.
So, who are all these people?
So we will look to Laurel. This is Lord Mayor's Northside, Laurel Arkenberg.
It is a pleasure, sir. He bows.
This is, Lord Flores. Flores, I've heard so much about you.
No, you haven't.
I don't know much of you, but hopefully that will change.
Which I imagine you wouldn't.
She'll
Last
point
time,
out
no.
Raphael and Bullard and Rifflin. These are my friends, Rifflin, Bullard, and Raphael. We have some unfortunate news.
Oh?
I think it is better if we speak in private.
Indeed.
Guards.
What? There's nothing but corner. I mean, I guess he looks around, sees all his guards, and realizes. Very well. Any place in particular you wish to go?
Well, just yourself down the road.
We can always go back down to our manor. Our manor's quite nice.
So I think that would be an unfortunate mistake.
Why? We have excellent tea.
I'm sure. Let us go to the north side Lord Mayor's office.
Isn't Northside in some problems right now?
He said, no, we have dealt with them. We shall escort you there.
Only a few plague zombies last week, my lord.
Perhaps Zoe would like to ride in the carriage with you. It looks to Zoe.
What?
We can pull your horse if needed.
So we nods.
Give you some time to talk.
Oh, great. We haven't talked in.
What is
Half
that
a year.
What is
Yeah.
that smirk? I don't trust him. Look at that.
I will be the new king.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess he's going like. I guess if Rithland and Raphael are behind and Laurel and Ballard on front,
Sure.
We're,
sort of an escort thing,
we're escorting them.
trotting along.
Like, okay, so we can just literally go through there.
Yeah, like we can just ride in here. It goes pretty much straight.
Dun,
Except
dun, dun,
there's like, there's even like a road here, so we can just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, there is a right there.
and he's gonna look out like the window and see like the messed up part of town first, then further down to the new constructions. And
Where it's
he
all
probably
looking
has never
pretty
been in
nice.
Northside before, really.
Just overload of tokens.
Oh, the loading!
All these guards can wait outside.
Yeah, they don't. They're not gonna go in the meeting.
Yeah,
They
they
can.
can wait outside.
They will be nearby, but they won't necessarily have to be in the room.
No, we have our own guards.
Well, he's still.
Lord
He's still has to
Mayor's
put,
guard.
he has to put his guard somewhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, we have a barracks waiting room thing. They can go in and
Yeah.
have a snack. I mean, they've been riding all night most likely.
It's like, and you've buried your tokens on top of some of the NPCs. It's like, no. There we go. Fine.
Are we gonna flank him?
So I guess Zoe and him should have their alone time first and foremost.
Well, they were in the carriage. That must have taken a while for a
Yeah,
carriage
it takes a
just to
while. I mean,
roll up.
that's not that fast. We're not like racing. It's really early in the morning, so you're unlikely to get spotted by a whole lot of people who care.
Yeah. So. Zoe,
Yes.
you have a nice ride with your father. Is there anything particular you talk about? You
Like what?
your father's gonna be asking like, how have you been? How have things been going?
She will be completely honest how it's been going and how
Pretty shit.
it has been.
I almost died, and
Being kidnapped by the king
So
and
many
called a
times.
traitor.
It has been really tough living in the north side, but she's been lucky with her friends.
okay, thanks.
Without her friends, she wouldn't been where she is now. And she'll tell him about her job at the hospital and how good of a doctor she is, and that she's gonna become a doctor.
You think that's a wonderful idea, and we'll even pay for your college fees.
Well,
Yay!
that's if he knows what his financial.
You missed your college.
Yeah, maybe he had some guy there, and then the guy would return later and tell him how everything went.
Yeah, like all of a sudden a page boy shows up and says, "Oh, by the way, you're bankrupt thanks to your wife." So, yeah.
Yeah.
So how does Zoe lead that conversation? Does she wait with that whole, your wife is a murderous bitch?
Yeah, she'll wait.
Does she open with that?
She'll wait with that.
It's a good
to tell him.
It's not a good opener.
Just walk into the carriage. Oh, by the way,
He's been
my
gone for
stepmother."
he entrusted her with his financial power for half a year now.
Well,
He's been gone at least.
how
So
have you been, father? Dear father, dearest.
Informs you he's been doing well. He's been doing quite a few business trips, quite a lot of trade agreements. He's managed to get the family quite a large amount of income as of recently.
Well,
Well, that's going away, isn't it?
on that note,
about that,